Hot, hot, hot. Hello, New Orleans. And all the children of Highway 90, welcome to Saturday at Jazz Fest. We are glad to be back home. Don't check your watches. Yeah, we started early. We got a lot of songs to do. You bet. Didn't look like we could get anybody else in here in Margaritaville today. Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bathe. All of you parrot heads covered with oil, beads and cats, strumming my six string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp in the beginning boil. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Wasted away in Margaritaville. Hello, Canada. Searching for my lost shaker song. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's all your girlfriend's fault. I don't know the reason I stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. I'm ready for another one. I don't know about you, but it's a real beauty. Oh, she was a New Orleans cutie. Maybe she snuck across the bridge from Slidell. I hadn't got a clue. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker song. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know this is somebody's fault. Just want to make sure they have the name right. Two teams. I blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop top. I broke my leg twice, I had to limp on back home. But there's booze and pleasure, silver render, that frozen concoction that helps me hang on, hang on, hang on. Wasted away again in Parrothead. Go Cubs! Searching for my lost shaker song. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Yeah. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, and I know it's my own damn fault. All right, I just wanted to get that blame established. All right, go on, let's do it. Came in from the prop stop. Down in Louisiana, Bibles by and by. Hero pole, all your natural soul. Tied to the tree, high tide. Joy, the lights come on. The crowd starts rolling in. Hey, we got stars on the water. Stars on the water. Stars on the water. Hey. Hold my to Biloxi. Sea breeze at your door. Gypsy rains and hurricanes on the silver sandy shore. Light around shining way out on the view. Hey, we got stars on the water. We got stars on the water. We got stars on the water. Hey, just ain't believe. Thank you very much. But there is no rain in the forecast. That can be good or bad today. But we know how to pace ourselves here. Don't we? Vibrator races after the gig. Okay, I got you. I see a lot of familiar faces who've come from all over the country here to join us in this celebration. We're glad to be here. We're just getting cranked up for the summertime. This is a little song for anybody that's heading out and following us around the country this summer, and for all the people that get to spend the wonderful month of August in New Orleans and along the Gulf Coast, you know? Waking up to those crisp, cool mornings, Matt. In your air-conditioned apartment, yeah. The weather is here. You're still beautiful. Little story about a man on a journey. Well, he worked hard all year. Now he worked hard all year. He started a few weeks along. I was ready, but his old lady's Thank you very much. I always kind of get sentimental when I come back down here to work, since this is where I started out many years ago, and had a lot of interesting things happen to me in my formative days in this town. Lost my virginity in New Orleans. And that was last year, Ralph. I did some unspeakable things that are not even in the books, but I got some great inspirations from musicians and friends here, and as I traveled up and down Highway 90 before there was an Interstate 10. So if you can remember back that far, here's a little song called Come Monday that got us here. Thank you. Heading up to San Francisco on the Labor Day weekend show. I got my jazz best shoes on. I guess I never was meant, but later rock and roll. Funny, I didn't know that I'd be missing so much. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in around LA days. Just want you back by my side. Yes, it's been quite a summer. Rent a car, westbound train, and now you're off on vacation. Something hard to explain. Yes, it's out of the soul. That's the reason we just had to go. But come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days around LA days. Just want you back by my side. I can't help it, honey. You're that much a part of me now. Remember that night in Montana when we said there'd be no doubt. Lean on it, Doyle. I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I know it's pretty out. Here we can go hiking on Tuesday. With you, I could walk anywhere. California has worn me quite thin. It's so nice to be just blessed again. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days around LA hills. Just want you back by my side. I spent 4 lonely days around LA hills. Just want you back by my side. Thank you. Mr. Dog Gresham on the pedal steel guitar there. The original version. All right. In my book, New Orleans sits at the northern edge of the Caribbean, where I've been lucky enough to have a summer job for the past 35 years running up and down these islands and along this shore. So we're going to try to do that musically as all of our musical influences come together here today. So we're going down to A1A along South Beach right now, where they actually stay open in bars just about as long as the ones in New Orleans do, according to my nieces who were out last night scouting these places out. A fine family tradition, that is. Anyway, for those of you who may have brought your cousins to the show, and for all of the cousins of the band who didn't get in, and for my hairdresser's cousin's neighbor's friend who just didn't quite get a ticket, everybody's got a cousin at Jazz Fest and in Miami. It's time to dance. Was on motion and the wind was brisk. The deadly gunboats never saw their pale full of light. They were off a Kiowa whistle by the dawn's early light. The gringo in the garden called the customs man. They answered all the questions, were allowed to land. Their ladies shared a hairbrush, their husbands had a coat. They were taking up the road to meet with their kinfolk. Everybody's got their cousin in Miami. Everybody's got a cousin. Everybody really loves the impromptu. Dancing in this heat to the beat, turn your clothing clammy. Anybody feeling clammy? Everybody needs to have a dream come true. In a third world jungle, not so far away, lives a natural drummer with a dream to play. He's the brother of the lizard and the flying fish, but he's been captured by the image from the satellite dish. Oh, his mama nods his red in his bad necktie, sends him north to her relations with a kiss goodbye. He's bewildered by the image and the immigration lies, till he sees his Christian name upon a cardboard sign. Everybody's got their cousin in Miami. Everybody's got a cousin in Miami. Everybody is an aborigine. We're all originals here. Dancing in this heat to the beat, turn your clothing clammy. Everybody wants to win that lottery. Vamos esta noche. No sé, busca este otro. It's hard to believe that city started as a trading post. Home to the Seminole pirate and pioneer. Between the river of grass and the old Mosquito Coast. Before the railroad stole the southernmost frontier. I am umbilically connected to the temperance zone. It brought me life, it brought me love I never have outgrown. Brought me one too many nights along that Pontchartrain shore. One too many mornings in the drugstore. In one way or the other, we're all refugees, living out this easy life below the banyan tree, smoothing off the rougher edges of the culture clash. We got a style, we got a look, we've got our own panache. Everybody's got their cousin in Miami. Everybody's got a cousin in Miami. Everybody really loves the impromptu. Dancing in this heat to the beat, turn your clothing clammy. Everybody needs to have a dream come true. This is kind of a dream, let me tell you. Everybody's got Gracias, amigo. The Coral Reaper Horns, yeah. Thank you very much. As I kind of toured around Jazz Fest, one of the great things I always like seeing is somebody that watches shows is when artists bring other friends and artists up and magic happens. And we got a little bit of that for you tonight, this afternoon. And I got two great friends that are going to come up and help me out on a couple of songs. And you know them just as well as I do. And we had one of my great friend Sonny Landreth played on the album with us. Sonny Landreth is out here with us right now somewhere. There you are, Sonny Landreth. And I found him in Montreal across the border, and I had to get him back down here to the swamp, you know. Zachary Richard. Yeah, man. There's a little song that wasn't even written the last time that we played Jazz Fest, but I'm glad it was. And I had a bowl of gumbo to start my day, so anybody else out there that might have had a gumbo, maybe dipped a Krispy Kreme in it or something like that, I'll play for gumbo anytime, right, boys? Let's do it. Zachary Richard, yeah. I will play for Gumbo, you better believe it. Here's a little song we're going to do off of the new album, Far Side of the World. Thank you for buying it. Hope you like it. We sure do. It's a little song written by a friend of ours from up in Nova Scotia named Lenny Gallant. And it's a little thing simply called Mademoiselle, Voulez-vous danser? We're going to do it for you right now. First time ever, and also thanks to Quentin, the Jazz Fest people, we're going out on Radio Margaritaville all over the world from Jazz Fest. So say hello to the world, Jazz Fest. All right, all you mademoiselles, let's dance. Zachary Richard, Sonny Landra, they'll be back in a little bit. A nice hand for Jazz Fest for two of the greats. Yeah. Speaking of great, the oldest living coral reefer right over here. Watch out. Mike Utley watch, his shoulders start moving up and down. You know something's about to happen, so watch out. This might be a rejuvenation process going on right here. Do you feel it? I don't know. smoke up in the sky. I think some people in this crowd got high. Oh, to watch your feet. Well, that lava comes out soft and hot. You better love me now or love me not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Let those shoulders go. Planet Earth. But to where I go, I hope there's fun. I got the whole week off tonight, I just might have the song. Nashville, Tennessee. I wanna land in the San Juan Airport. Customs there, they hassle me. I wanna land in San Diego. I'd rather land where I can rest. I wanna land in Oklahoma City, Les Montons Roulés, and old Jackson. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you. Let me know if you see those shoulders wiggling anymore. Give me some advance warning. All right. I know there's great food out here all weekend, all last 2 weeks. And I love coming out here to eat, but there's a couple places I do sneak away from all of this seafood every now and then. Satisfy my carnivorous habit. That's a big-ass Scrabble word, isn't it? Carnivorous. You put the V on the triple word score, and you're home free, baby. Carnivorous, that means cheeseburger in our world. Carnivorous habit. It is nearly 70 days. Way without speedy sunflower seed. Taking lots of carrots, soaking up a rain. Gotta have these wonderful dreams. Some kind of citrus tree. Now zucchini, fettuccine, bulgur wheat. What if they want one and a hue of the beef? Cheeseburger, paradise. How'd you like that new ending? Whoa, that was good. Steam bath and a show. This is good. It cleans the pores out. All right. As I said, I've been lucky enough to have this summer job for a while, and it's taken me not only in the Gulf of Mexico and down to the Caribbean, but around the world. I like this kind of day gig. So if y'all aren't fed up with too much tropical music, we want to slide over to the Pacific now to that one particular harbor where we can all transport ourselves. See what's cooking in Tahiti right now. What's cooking, girl? No doctor could describe, kind of like being here, you know. I used to rule my world from a payphone, ships out on the sea. But now times are rough, hell, I got too much stuff, can't explain the life of me. But here's this one, so far good, so near. Where I see the days fade away, finally disappear. Then I think about the good times, down in the Caribbean sunshine. Thank you very much. Robert Greenwich on those steel drums, yeah. All right. We're now going to feature the two Mississippian section of the show. From up there in North Mississippi, around Tupelo, Mr. Mac McAnally right here.
All right.
And I come from the cultural part of the state down around Pascagoula, by the way.
I'll give you that.
That about covers it, doesn't it?
It's a two-part state.
That's it. All right. Okay, we got it. And I was talking to Zachary at dinner last night. This is a little song because growing up down here, I was supposed to be studying presidents and heroes, and I was heavy into pirates and retrobates living in the French Quarter. And the king of them all was Jean Lafitte, and we were still discussing last night whether he was buried in Mexico or went off to St. Louis to be a millionaire. So the mystery is still there. So we're going to do a little song for all of you out there who, like me, still possess a little of that pirate spirit in our souls. You better. Not much else going on out there in the predictable world. Here's a little thing called A Pirate Looks at 40 for anybody that might be celebrating that milestone with us today. Watch the men who rode you switch from sail to steam. In your belly you can hold the treasures you have ever seen. Most of them dream. Most of them dream. Thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm over 40, victim of fate. Arriving too late. Arriving too late. Lots of pirates like that. I've done a bit of smoking. I've run my share of grass. I made enough money to buy Miami, but I pissed it away so fast. Never meant to last. Never meant to last. I have been drunk now for over 2 weeks. Passed out and I rallied and I sprung a few leaks. But I got to stop wishing. I gotta go fishing. I'm down to rock bottom again. It's just to keep it fresh. Just to keep it fresh. Thank you all of our friends who come see us every time we stop in. They come back one day and they still can manage a smile. Just takes a while. Just takes a while. over all my years, I found my occupational hazard being my occupation's just not around. I feel like I drown, but I won't wear brown. Feel like I drown. Oh, I got one more night in this predictable town. Mr. Mac Maganelli, yeah. All right, you pirates out there. See my Bob Marley flag out there, all kinds of. All right. This could be a major eye test or a big-time senior moment for me if I could read all of this stuff out there, but it looks pretty good to me. Vibrator races, yeah, okay, we'll get to that later. This is a song about a little place that some of you may have visited. This is on the song line and the culture line that runs from New Orleans down to the Caribbean to the little island of St. Bartholomew, where once upon a time I owned a hotel. It was a pretty interesting hotel, and if you weren't ever able to visit it, we're going to take you on a musical trip down that song line right now. Down to the little island of St. Barth, les petites îles de Français in the Caraïbes aujourd'hui. To Autour de Rocher. Now there's some places around here that kind of like it, but when you went to Autour de Rocher, it was kind of one of those places that had a little funky dance floor. You could get dancing around. It had a patio that overlooked the ocean. And it was a cash bar only. Some people say that if you fell through the floorboards of our hotel, you'd find yourself right in the middle of hell. So if that doesn't scare you, we're going to go there right now. Are you ready? Some say it was a planet, some say it was a rock. For 12 wild years in Lorient, the party never stopped. There were pirates from the Indies, there were models from Paris. There were natives and New Yorkers and the Brazilian Navy. Stolen scooters, by bus and mini car, came the creatures of the evening from St. Martin and from Mars. Allure, 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 allure. Viens autour du rocher, embrassera les fantômes du passé. Autour du rocher, pour souvenir, les va pousser. Well, the girl by the pool table, she put on the show for free. They were dancing in the bathroom near the hot tub by the sea. Well, the devil ruled the evening and just about took control. When the fuel became a parking lot fueled by rock and roll. I was standing by the cannon and I could not believe my ears. The Russians had plutonium, the sailors wanted beers. Well, they shook hands in the evening, broke out big cigars, and it was business as usual beneath the tropic stars. Allure, allure, français, allure, allure. Les fantômes du passé, yeah, autour du rocher. raised the bulls up. Strictly what we did for fun back in the old St. Bart's. Well, then the glitz and all the glamour hit like a hurricane. Or maybe we just all grew up, but it never was the same. Well, the gendarmes finally closed the joint and the fire it did the rest. But on New Year's Eve of '91, we made one last request. We were dancing in the ruins, we were dancing by the sea. We were dancing in the ashes where we left our memories. Aloha, 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 aloha. Hail to, oh to Roche. Live back to the past. Yeah, hail to, oh to Roche. Oh, souvenir, live à pousser. Yeah, hail to, oh to Roche. On classera, live back to the past. Yeah, hail to, oh to Roche. On souvenir. I still cruise down to St. Bart's every now and then. And when the moon's full over Autour de Rocher, I can hear the ghosts up there playing a little music. Sweeps all over the Caribbean, because you know, they're rocking around the rock. Yeah, we rock around the rock. Oh yeah, around the rock. Oh, around the rock. Come on down. Love it. John Lovell taking us to St. Bart's tonight. Yeah. All right. That means we've got sailors in that audience out there, I believe, don't we? You can come on board our boat anytime. We're heading out. some of those horses in those stables are really land sharks at birth. Fins up. We got fins to the left. We got fins to the right. We got fins to the left. Oh, what a pretty little side. You go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Feeding frenzy at Brad Pass on side. Thank you, Land Shark. Okay, Land Sharks. We're going to get Sonny Landreth and Zachary Richard back up here to help us out on a couple of tunes from Far Side of the World. This is a song that I wrote with Mr. Mac McAnally over there. It's a little thing called Last Man Standing. I don't know what it means because Mac wrote these very complicated North Mississippi verses, and I tried to simplify it with a little South Mississippi chorus here, but we'll try to figure this out, and in the meantime, Sonny is going to just take us on down the path. In your own world, one day you may just be the last man standing. Here's your anthem right now. Now if they
Contemplate retirement for a while. But 100 years from now, they'll still be asking how. As they gaze upon my taxidermic smile. I wanna be the last man standing. People passing on the circle, passing out on with the last man standing. I'm gonna be the last man standing. Like the devil at the crossroads, go back to the last man standing. Gonna be the last man standing. When I leave this world behind, gonna be the last man standing. It's a Mississippi state of mind. We're still standing, y'all. Sonny Lander, we are standing. Zachary Richard, get on out here, my man. All right. We started this thing out on Highway 90. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't stay on that trail, right? It's a little song that Sonny wrote that I did record on Far Side of the World, so we got a little crawfish essence in here, we got a little Mardi Gras essence, and we got a little road trip essence in here. We going on a road trip. Y'all ready? Can we take your car, Sonny? We going in the USS Zydeco's Mobile. Hang on. Well, you can feel the horses under the hood. Look at this. You pull us out of the woods. She's the smoothest rocket you ever did feel. She's the Thank you all. The Jazz Fest God said we can do a couple more songs even though we're running over. I'm happy to do them if y'all want to hear them. It is nice to be back at Jazz Fest. The great thing about music, too, is things spin and go around and magic happens, as I said before. This is a song that was written by John Hyatt, an old dear friend of mine. And actually, John Hyatt was the first guitar player in my band back in Nashville many, many years ago, in a band called White Duck. Well, we won't even go there. But anyway, we're coming back around because I heard it when Sonny was playing with John in San Francisco, and I went, it sounds like a Coral Reefer song to me. So it looks like the bar is still open out there. The Tiki Bar we're talking about. Oh, yeah. John Hyatt. Sonny Zachary, the Coral Reefer Band. Jim Mayer on the bass. Peter Mayer on guitar. Mac McAnally on guitar. The lovely Reeferettes, Tina Gullickson, Miss Nadira Shakur. Doyle Gresham on the pedal steel. Cajun Roger Guth on the drums. The Coral Reefer Horns, John Lovell on trumpet. T.C. Mitchell on the saxophone. Lovely Miss Amy Lee over there. Michael Udley on the keyboards. Robert Greenwich on the pans. Play tonight down in Margaritaville. Ralph McDonald and his gang. See him down there. And thanks again to all of you for coming out right now, but sun isn't down yet. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of Jazz Fest. It was our pleasure. Thank you, Quint. Thank you, everybody, for putting on the greatest festival of music, food, and culture in the world. Oh, my God. This is the way it started in Biloxi many years ago. Turn that down, Billy. This is for you. Drink it up. This one's for you. It's been a lovely cruise. I'm sorry it's ended. Oh, it's sad, but it's true. It's been a lovely cruise. These moments we're left with, yeah, you always remember. These moments are shared by you. I got wind in my hair. I got a little Jazz Fest mud oozing out of my shoes. It's been a lovely cruise. Yeah, these moments we're left with, may you always remember. These moments are shared by you. And those harbor nights, yeah, they're coming, yeah, you. We'll bid our farewells way too soon. So drink it up. I'm ready for a cool one. Oh, baby, this one for you. Sweet New Orleans. It's been a lovely cruise. Keep on cruising now. It's been a lovely cruise. Lovely cruise. Thank you all. It's been a lovely cruise.